There is one more thing I would ask of you, Hawke. And I can't tell you why. I must get inside the Chantry, without being seen. Will you talk to the Grand Cleric for me? Distract her long enough for me to do what must be done.
What do you want me to talk about?
Food? The weather? What does it matter? No, talk of mages. Give her one final chance to hear what we have suffered. To pick a side. Perhaps she'll be more inclined to listen to you.
Tell me your plan.
You would not thank me if I told you. If you support freedom for mages, help me. That's all I can say.
I won't desert you now.
Your loyalty is more than I deserve. I promise, whatever happens, it's on my head. It will not come back on you. Go to the Chantry. Talk to the Grand Cleric. I will join you when I'm done.
And welcome to the final episode of Dragon Age 2 with Zoe. Starting out here with Anders. Recall last time we finally helped him get the Drake Stone, and he wanted to talk to us back in his clinic, so this is how we're starting it out. Let's see what happens at the Chantry.
I'll find you as soon as I'm done. Thank you.
You must understand, Sister. I want to manage you.
Maker's blessing, champion. Have you come to pray?
Have you thought about which side you'll take? Between the Mages and Templars?
It's no secret that you count apostates among your friends, champion. You have done much to fan the flames of rebellion here. We must give Meredith and Orsino time to work out their differences. No good can come of showing favor to one side.
The Maker created mages. Why doesn't he protect them?
I feel for the mages, I do. I would not wish to be locked in the gallows. But I cannot take sides. We are all the Maker's creatures, but magic allows abuses beyond the scope of mortals. I only hope I can balance the needs of everyone. For if it comes to war, it is the people of this city who will lose.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over. Your Grace?
Your soul is troubled, child. I hope you found a balm for it here.
Okay, so we're not really sure what Anders was doing while we were talking to the Grand Cleric. Athena, I think is her name. But he wants to talk to us some more back in his clinic. And notice he's not in the party right now, but because we're right here in Hightown and we're going to follow up on a few things, we're going to stop and talk with Fenris. We have a gift for him.
Take a look at this.
A Blade of Mercy. I remember these. You see them in the Imperium. Replicas of the sword Archon Hessarian used to kill Andraste. This one looks finely crafted.
I thought it might be worth something.
It is. Here, let me show you. These are gifts of honor, given to those who have performed a service for the Imperium. Denarius coveted them, as I recall.
You don't talk about the Imperium much.
It's not a place I remember fondly.
Doesn't the Chantry forbid mages to rule over men?
Ah, yes. Magic is meant to serve man, and not rule over him. In the Imperium, they say that means magic should serve the greater good, which they claim the Magisters do. Do not believe it.
What do the Magisters do that's so bad?
What you call the Circle of Magi rules the Imperium. They control the Chantry as well as the Templars. They claim the Magisters are governed by holy law, but they are the law. They do as they please. All of them.
So they all use forbidden magic?
The more powerful the mage, the higher he rises in the Senate. He makes the laws, he determines what is acceptable. Everyone who wishes to compete must do the same, or be crushed. Perhaps it wasn't always this way, but it is now.
The slave trade is still in operation in the Imperium.
It varies from one Archon to the next. One outlawed it many years ago. He was quickly assassinated. Tevinter would crumble without slaves. The Imperium's elite know no other way.
Seems like a slave rebellion would end that.
There are rebellions all the time, actually. Most of them end poorly. The Senate always unites when faced with sedition. One day, things will change. Then the Magisters will see just how fragile their hold is.
I heard that the Imperium has been at war with the Qunari for decades.
Ever since the Qunari landed on the island of Saharan, yes. 80 years ago? Perhaps more. The Archon demanded aid from the rest of Thedas. It didn't get him far.
They've been at war a long time.
The Qunari only ever wanted Saharan, which they have. The Imperium has made numerous attempts to retake the island, without real success. I believe the Qunari are saving their strength, building a massive fleet. When they wish true war, we will know.
Are the Qunari that strong?
They once fought all the lands of Thedas to a standstill. If they wanted to conquer the Imperium, they would. From what I saw on Saharan, they will not relent. They believe even more strongly than the Magisters that they are in the right.
This could come in handy.
Without a doubt. I certainly don't want anything to do with it.
Okay, I had picked that up along some adventure. I can't remember exactly where, and I don't think I mentioned it when we got it. And it's a little odd to throw it in here because we haven't spoken with Fenris in so long, but this is the final episode. We're wrapping everything up, and we were here, so I thought I would present it to him. You can give it to him, kind of like we gave Aveline the shield for her gift, but it's actually better to keep it. It ends up being better stats. So that's why I went ahead and kept it. But some nice backstory there with him. Now before we go talk to Anders, we got to talk to Hubert about the mine massacre. Let him know we killed the dragon.
A dragon attacked your mine. Everyone is dead.
Dear Maker, what of my equipment? Did it seem salvageable?
No. And neither did the workers who died trying to save it.
Oh, my heart. So many years of investment. I am ruined. Ruined. I'm sorry, champion. I appreciate your help, but I sank all my coin into that rotten mine. I have nothing left to pay you.
I slew the dragon to protect the city. I need no coin from you.
Bloody dog lord.
Okay, now we're going to go and talk to Anders and wrap that up. But I want you to notice that his outfit has changed a little bit.
I wanted you to have this.
What's that? A pillow?
Hand embroidered by my mother. The only thing of hers they let me keep when I went to the Circle.
Why in the name of Andraste would you give that to me?
You've been a good friend, Varric.
You keep your pillow, Blondie. And may you have many more dreams of killing Templars on it.
Hawke. I didn't expect you here. But let me take this time to tell you how much I respect you. You've stood by me when I gave you every reason to turn away. Just remember, whatever happens, I wanted you to know that.
Why are you talking like this?
He'll still be here, you know. Justice. Long after you and I are gone. It doesn't mean the same thing to a spirit. He'll just go back to the Fade.
You've been a good friend.
No, I haven't. And I'm sorry. I was hoping we'd find a better way, but... Justice and vengeance are too intertwined. I can't tell one from the other. You have been a better friend than I ever thought to have.
Okay, so Anders is acting weird, you know, kind of cryptic. You see he's got the changed outfit. Sometimes companions' outfits will do that once you've completed their entire line. We're just going to leave him out of the party for now. But yeah, this is just weird. He's acting a little bit like, not quite suicidal, but like farewell-ish, you know? And we just don't have any indication why. He's up to something, but what can we do? So we're going to do a few turn-ins in the gallows, talk to the herbalist, and then go talk to Orsino.
Welcome back, my friend. My store has never been better stocked, thanks to you. Although I have nothing else to ask you to find, you're quite welcome to bring back any rare specimens you may come across. I'd be more than happy to craft something just for you. It's the least I can do for the champion of Kirkwall.
I took this fire gland from a high dragon just outside the city.
You killed a high dragon? Incredible. Let me see the fire gland.
Is there anything you can make from it?
This fire gland is a remarkable specimen. Wait here. I know exactly what I can craft from this. This turned out beautifully. Something worthy of our champion. I hope you can put it to good use.
Okay, so a level up and a pretty nice necklace, Uzara's Tooth. I can't remember all the stats, but it does have +1 to all attributes. And I end up giving it to, I think, Anders or somebody. Now for Zoe's level up, Second Wind, it's a pretty nice ability, but in a lot of ways just not necessary. It's a full stamina heal. Which is always great, right? But, you know, you can always just drink a stamina potion. So that's why it's one of those I save for the end, because it's not really necessary. It's nice to have, but not necessary.
Your Mage Templar group was conspiring to overthrow Meredith.
I have a sudden deep regret I interfered. You know, I was half convinced Meredith had engineered the whole thing to trick me into incriminating myself.
If Meredith stays in charge, she'll run Kirkwall into the ground.
Speak softly, friend. There is nowhere safe to say those words. But be assured, you are not the only one thinking them. Please accept this as my thanks. It will be of more value to you right now than my friendship.
Okay, so there's the best served cold turn in, a couple level ups for the companions. Varric's going to take Chameleon's Cloud. It just increases the radius of that obscure cloud, so when he tosses it out, it, you know, it's just big and it hits more people, more party members, which is always good. Now I took Dispel Magic on Meryl. No room for it, so I don't even slot it into tactics or anything like that. It's part of a build up towards Spirit Bolt, and it's a little bit complicated to talk about, you know, the master plan and what's coming, so just don't worry about her taking that for now. That's pretty much it. There's nothing left to do except go back to the estate and read this letter.
You've had luck on your travels? There's another letter waiting on your desk at your leisure.
Alright, this is it, Devitron. The last straw. Buckle up, buddy, because for the rest of the episode, it is the final sequence.
Champion, thank the Maker you've come.
What's happened?
First Enchanter Orsino got into a terrible argument with the Knight Commander. He stormed off to bring the matter before the Grand Cleric, but the Knight Commander gave chase. I fear there will be blood.
Then take me to them. Before that happens...
I will have the tower searched, top to bottom.
You cannot do that! You have no right!
I have every right. You are harboring blood mages, and I intend to root them out before they infect this city.
Blood magic? Where do you not see blood magic? My people cannot sneeze without you accusing them of corruption.
Do not trifle with me, mage. My patience is at an end.
A wonder that I never saw it begin.
The way you two carry on, people will talk.
This does not involve you, champion.
I called her here. I think the people deserve to know just what you've done.
What I have done is protect the people of this city time and again. What I have done is protect you mages from your curse and your own stupidity. And I will not stop doing it. I will not lower our guard. I dare not.
Is there any truth to what she's saying?
These are only her latest accusations, nothing more. And what if she does not find what she's looking for? How much further will she go to root out something that isn't there?
The champion knows better than anyone how deep the Circle's corruption goes. I must find the source.
You can't keep pressing the mages like this.
What other option do we have? Shall we look the other way? Tell the poor victims of a possessed mage that we meant no harm? Tell me, champion, that you have not seen with your own eyes what they can do. Heard the lies of mages that seek power.
You can't use the actions of some to condemn them all.
You would cast us all as villains, but it is not so.
I know, and it breaks my heart to do it. But we must be vigilant. If you cannot tell me another way, do not brand me a tyrant.
This is getting us nowhere. Grand Cleric Athena will put a stop to this.
You will not bring her grace into this.
The Grand Cleric cannot help you.
Explain yourself, mage.
I will not stand by and watch you treat all mages like criminal, while those who would lead us bow to their Templar jailers.
How dare you speak to me?
The Circle has failed us, Orsino. Even you should be able to see that. The time has come to act. There can be no half measures.
Anders, what have you done?
There can be no turning back. No peace.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
I removed the chance of compromise, because there is no compromise.
The Grand Cleric has been slain by magic. The Chantry destroyed. As Knight Commander of Kirkwall, I hereby invoke the right of annulment. Every mage in the Circle is to be executed, immediately!
The Circle didn't even do this! Champion, you can't let her! Help us stop this madness!
And I demand you stand with us! Even you must see that this outrage cannot be tolerated!
This is chaos! We must help the Knight Commander!
No, this wasn't their fault. You can't possibly want the slaughter of innocent people, can you?
It can't be stopped now. You have to choose.
Was that why you needed me to distract the Grand Cleric?
If you knew what I was doing, you would have felt honor-bound to stop me. I couldn't take that chance. The Circle is an injustice. In many places beyond Kirkwall. The world needs to see.
You fool! You've doomed us all!
We were already doomed. A quick death now or a slow one later. I'd rather die fighting.
You're a murderer. The Grand Cleric, the mages, their blood is on your hands.
I know.
It doesn't matter. Even if I wished to, I could not stay my hand. The people will demand blood.
I won't let us slaughter all of you.
Hawke, if you do this, I don't know if I can follow.
The mages here would become magisters if they could. Do not let them.
You sure about this? Even you might not win this fight.
I know we can do this. I believe in you, Hawke.
Shit. What have you gotten yourself into this time, Isabella?
Think carefully, champion. Stand with them and you share their fate.
I'm not helping you, Meredith.
Thank the Maker.
It is a mistake, but I won't abandon you.
I see what you are trying to do, and my place is with you.
You are a fool, champion. Kill them all! I will rouse the rest of the Order.
Go! Get to the gallows before it's too late! So it's come to this. I don't know if we can win this war, champion, but thank you. I will leave your friend for you to deal with. I must return to the gallows. Meet me there as soon as you can.
There's nothing you can say that I haven't already said to myself. I took a spirit into my soul and changed myself forever to achieve this. This is the justice all mages have awaited.
Did that spirit tell you to do this?
No. When we merged, he ceased to be. We are one now. I can no more ignore the injustice of the Circle than he could.
I might have understood if you'd only told me.
I wanted to tell you, but what if you stopped me? Or worse, what if you wanted to help? I couldn't let you do that. The world needs to see this. Then we can all stop pretending the Circle is a solution. And if I pay for that with my life, then I pay. Perhaps then justice would at least be free.
Opinions?
Bold plan. Well, I thought so.
He wants to die. Kill him and be done with it.
Belief is no excuse. Sincerity does not justify this.
He should come with us. Do what he can to put things right.
I think I'm sick of mages and Templars.
Whatever you do, just do it.
Just go.
How invigorating.
We'd all best get to the gallows. And quick. It's going to be quite a show.
Holy shit, Devatron. Holy shit, Dev. Anders blew up the Chantry. Anders just blew up the Chantry, Devatron. Holy shit.
Bethany?
Your sister shows up at the oddest times.
I've been looking everywhere for you. I thought you were dead.
Last time we spoke, it didn't seem like that would matter to you.
I wanted to apologize for what happened in the deep roads. You saved my life, and I couldn't even see that. You're the only family I have left. If you need my help against the Templars, just say the word.
I thought the Order was supposed to be neutral.
Right now, I'm not a Grey Warden. I'm your sister. I blamed you for putting me in the Order, but you did it to help me. I was wrong.
Your magic would be welcome.
Good. The Hawke sisters together again. Just like old times.
Oh yeah. Now this is what I'm talking about. Kick ass, Devatron. The Sisters Hawke back in action. Okay, wow, like a lot to talk about. Speeding up, obviously, while I equip and get Bethany up to speed. Basically, the game just presents her back to you exactly where you left her off level-wise. So we've got to get all these levels that we've gained. We've got to build her out, do her tactics, etc. And then we're going to also have to change a lot of the other party tactics, right? Like, you know, Varric, right here I'm changing, you know, the tactic if something's attacking Anders. Anders is gone, man. So I have to change the tactic to, you know, something attacking Bethany, etc. And also, Bethany Merrill is an interesting combo because Bethany, like Anders, has the creation tree, but unlike Anders, she has the entropy tree, but she doesn't have the primal tree with all the awesome shock storms and everything. So in some ways she's weaker, in some ways she's better. But remember in Act 1 we always had Anders and Bethany. So it's a different setup, and you see here I'm changing a lot of Merrill's tactics to reflect that. I don't want to go into each and every little tiny change, but basically they're both going to be using the entropy line, you know, the debuffs and stuff. And Bethany is going to just more focus on debuffing hard enemies like elites and bosses, stunning them, making them take more damage, making them do less damage, whereas Merrill's going to use the line to protect the back line people, you know, enemy attacking Bethany, etc. So it's a slight change, and you know, putting all the details in the build and the tactics aside, I mean, what a nasty, nasty turn, right? Because Anders is your healer, you know what I mean? He's, other than Bethany, he's the only mage in the game that has the heal spell, you know, the creation tree. So healing, the buff, the aura buff, the haste, you know? So, man, this is something that everyone hated when they first got here and didn't know it was coming, because you know, you have to choose now. Do you kill Anders, which everyone kind of wants to do, and he deserves it, or you can just say, get out of here. You know, he completely betrayed your trust. Or you can just feel like a total asshole and just be like, well, why don't you come with us because we need a healer? You know what I mean? It's a pretty tough, untenable position to be in. But I mean, in retrospect, and now that I've done it a lot, I think it's pretty well done, because it forces you to decide. You know, it's a real decision. This final sequence is really hard. You probably don't want to do it without a healer. You know what I mean? So, and then of course, if you don't know it's coming and he leaves and he has all his gear on him, then what do you give Bethany if she's available? You see what I mean? And also, as you can imagine, Carver comes back at the same spot if that's your companion, or rather your sibling in the game, etc. So, a real surprise ending, a real tough choice to make. I knew it was coming, and off camera, I stripped Anders before we started this whole sequence. So, Bethany has his stuff, and it's the Sisters Hawke back in action, Devatron. As for the other companions that won't be in the group with us, again, off camera, I put them in the party, leveled them up, so they're all good to go. I gave them the best gear. Did a lot of shopping off camera, spent all the gold, you know, on good stuff, and some of it was for those out-of-party companions, etc. So you will see them a little bit in some of the sequences ahead, and they'll help you out of party, so it's good to have them, you know, prepared.
Stay where you are! There is no escape!
Leave me alone. I never asked for any of this.
The law is clear, Mage. We cannot take the risk.
Keep away from me. I'm warning you.
Kill it! Kill it now!
Okay, a little sloppy, you know, things didn't die as quickly as we're used to, and we can immediately see that there is a difference between Bethany and Anders, you know, so moving forward, let's see if we can sync things up and get the party popping as well or better than when we had Anders.
I have to admit, it's good fighting with you again.
Okay, a little better. Meryl, a little slow on using her self-healing tactic with the potion, but a lot better than that first fight. Okay, good stuff. And you can imagine if you side with the Templars when you do these bits, it's the mages that you're fighting, right? And this is a little bit of a redux from the end of Act 2 when you're, moving through the burning city and the Canary are attacking. So a little bit of synthesis there.
It's a good thing I came. Look what's happening to this city. How do you do it? Living in this city without picking a side? Doesn't it matter to you?
Of course it does. That's why I don't take sides.
That doesn't make any sense.
I've got you and Aveline, Fenris and Anders, Hawke, Isabella. I've got friends in the Circle and drinking buddies in the Templars. All of them matter.
But you're going to fight. If it comes to that, I mean.
I fought my own brother, Daisy. Nobody said this was going to be a happy story.
Okay, very, very tough fight. Just swarms and swarms of those demons, and then the big, pride demon in the middle, led by a very tough blood mage in the start, which you saw I just absolutely threw everything at. And keep in mind, like I mentioned in my text to you, I went back and refilmed all of these little steps of the way. And I actually got through them all, like first try and all the rest. It's just, I wanted them to be, it's the final push. So I really went back and only picked the best takes, But yeah, that's tough. It's really hard to keep them off your guys. It's just a swarm of them, and it's easy to lose track and lose control.
Quickly! Quickly!
First Enchanter!
Champion! You've survived, thank the Maker! We must...
And here you are!
Let us speak, Meredith, before this battle destroys the city you claim to protect!
I will entertain a surrender. Nothing more. Speak if you have something to say.
Revoke the right of annulment, Meredith, before this goes too far. Imprison us if you must. Search the tower. I will even help you. But do not kill us all for an act we did not commit.
The Grand Cleric is dead, killed by a mage. The people will demand retribution, and I will give it to them. Your offer is commendable, Orsino, but it comes too late.
I was kind of hoping for a happy ending.
I doubt we'll be seeing that.
I suppose I should have expected no less from you, champion. So be it. You will share the Circle's fate.
So what is it to be, Meredith? Do we fight here?
Go. Prepare your people. The rest of the Order is already crossing the harbor.
This isn't over. My fellow mages, heed me. The Templars will come. For all our power, we cannot defeat such an army. There is only one option for us all. Survive. Do not submit. Do not fall on your knees before them. Get out of Kirkwall. Spread word to the other circles. They will not get away with this. Prepare your people, champion, and then speak with me. If we have any chance of surviving, it will be with your help.
You decided to join the mages after all? Will it sully your victory to have me here?
If you want to help mages, be gone from here. They cannot win with a murderer at their head.
I wish you victory.
Captain.
Not for much longer if this goes bad. What a mess. You really put loyalty to the test, you know. Donnic has kept the guard protecting civilians. Meredith will have no support from them. With luck, well, let's just say we need some luck.
Starting to doubt me?
Never. Almost never. Let's keep the damage to a minimum, shall we? I've walked away from too many wastelands for one lifetime.
Here I am, about to defend these mages in hopeless battle. You lead me to strange places, Hawke.
This isn't so strange, really. What's one more life or death battle?
An excellent point. Then let me say one more thing, in case it's the last. You're a good friend. The only one I've ever had. It will be an honor to fight at your side. Now the battle awaits us. Navia Lerno Victoria. Only the living know victory. Fight well.
Can you... You don't have to be here if you don't want to be.
I'm not leaving. If you insist on fighting for some principle or other, I'm going to be right beside you. It figures, doesn't it? I finally find someone I want to be with, and the Templars decide to go crazy and kill everyone. Tell me I'm not going to lose you.
I promise.
We'll get through this. I'm going to hold you to that, Hawke.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or there's more to do, or... Does all this feel like a dream to you, too?
In a moment, I'll look down, see I have no pants on.
The champion of Kirkwall going to battle naked. Why can't I ever have that dream? Hawke, before we go...
Meryl, whatever happens, I'm proud to have known you.
Nervous, Hawke?
I know we have to do this, but I don't want to lose people.
But what a way to go. A heroic sacrifice for the good of Kirkwall? There are worse endings, you know. You know me, Hawke. I'm not one for long goodbyes. I'm not sure we should be doing this. Helping dangerous people run amok. But I'm with you.
We've faced down worse things than this, Varric. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I hate it when you say that. What do you say we put an end to all this waiting around and go meet Destiny?
With Carver, I never got the chance to say goodbye. I don't want that to happen this time. Sister, if we don't make it, just know that I love you. I wouldn't have chosen this life, but the Maker gave it to me for a reason. Maybe this is it.
Does that mean you forgive me?
I used to imagine what would have happened if I'd stayed with Mother instead of going on that damned expedition. Was Carver not enough for the Darkspawn? Did they have to steal my life as well? But the Wardens serve a purpose, a noble one. I can't regret helping them.
Of all we did, if you could change one thing, what would it be?
I'd have thrown Carver and his stupid ass so he wouldn't attack that ogre. He was always such a show-off. Everything else? The Maker is wiser than we can be in a lifetime. Who am I to question his plan?
I couldn't ask for a better sister.
May the Maker bless you and keep you, sister. Thank you for supporting my people. It means a lot that you at least haven't turned against us.
Are you prepared, champion? I believe the battle is almost upon us.
You don't believe there's a chance of winning this fight?
With you on our side? Perhaps. But even if we win, what then? More Templars would come, with even larger armies. We are apostates now. Our only hope lies in the circles elsewhere in Thedas. They could rise up with us against this injustice. I assure you, however, we will find sympathy nowhere else.
We will defend you as best we can.
I am relieved to hear it. You will need to give orders to your companions, and I will do the same for my people.
I should be at your side, Hawke.
Aveline, charge in whenever you see an opening.
Very well.
Fenris, I want you to stay close. Help out when you can.
As you wish.
Isabella, I want you to fight from stealth. Keep them confused.
Sounds like fun.
We're cornered. The Templars know it. You know it. But this is bigger than their hate. Their fear. They've come to take your lives. And we are saying no. We didn't want this. But sometimes you just have to stand.
Champion, it is beginning.
Break it down!
Here they come! Stop them!
Look at it all. Why don't they just drown us as infants? Why wait? Why give us the illusion of hope? I refuse to keep running. I won't wait for her to kill me.
I hope you aren't giving up without taking a shot at Meredith.
I am not giving up. I am giving in. Quentin's research was too evil, too dangerous, so I put it aside. But I see now there is no other way. Meredith expects blood magic, then I will give it to her. Make her help us all.
Why would he do such a thing? That poor man. What a dreadful end.
We best get moving. We're not in the clear yet.
All right, big fight, lots of fun. I really like that fight, and it's one of the only times you have this huge boss fight and all your out-of-party companions are there helping. Isabella got stuck here and there, but for the most part, they all were in there doing their thing, kicking ass, so I really like that fight. The only problem is, excuse me, we sided with the mages. Why are you turning on us and forcing us to kill you? Or why are you trying to kill us, Orsino? You know? So it's just a design decision by the devs to have the player do both boss fights, Orsino and Meredith, you know what I mean? But a lot of people just feel like it should be one or the other based on, you know, which side you took. I've done it so many times and I'm used to it now, and I enjoy the fight. It doesn't really bother me so much, but it is story-wise a little odd. The only thing I'll mention is notice when he was about to do his blood magic and turn into the big ugly demon, he said, you know, Quentin's research was too dangerous, so I put it aside. So we finally have, you know, what we suspected all along, but real confirmation that Orsino was helping Quentin, who was the blood mage who killed Hawke's mother. So that's our last level up. Got the rest of it out of the way, a few final touches, and then we'll be on to Templar Hall to confront Meredith. Okay, great action there, and check this out. Huh? Sandal?
Enchantment?
Just too funny. This is the game's sort of, what can you say? They wanted to give you a store, one last shot at your bank, and also the enchantment apparatus, which comes in handy later, you'll see. And the store is nice because it has health potions, so might as well just burn through our gold and stock up on potions. Only time in the whole playthrough I buy them, but notice they're just the normal ones. They're not the special ones that you order from the crafting stations. So yeah, just in here to help you out on the final push. And this whole sequence, Templar Hall, is very difficult to get right in a one take.
waiting.
So a couple of weird random rooms, and why there are demons in Templar Hall we don't know, but this was, I guess, kind of an homage to the Blood Mage Templar, group that was working against Meredith. I guess we don't really know.
What wait?
Super tough fight, and you're seeing that I'm being really aggressive. Usually you see me run back for hard fights. This is one of the times where you just need to push forward and really get in their face and be aggressive, and hold the line. No, sorry to be cheesy. And as you'd expect, any one of these fights in here is a wipe. They're all really hard, they quickly get out of control, and it's really, really easy to wipe. So like I said at the beginning, to come in here in one take, this whole zone, without any dialogue or anything to save behind and reload, it's just a really, really tough gauntlet.
Now that's just... What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots. Piece of cake.
I'm sorry, I can't do
Stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
Do you think they're tiring? I'm tiring. Do you think they're tiring? I'm tiring.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't wiped yet, then you're gonna wipe there, right? I mean, just a nasty hallway, 4 traps, an arcane horror completely, just 1 or 2 shotting your whole party, archers the whole way. Super nasty hallway, and I hate to keep saying it, but to get through all these fights in here, the Templar fights, the demons, and then pull up and just nail that hallway, like so many times you do well with 1 or 2 fights, but then you just barely scrape by in the next one, or you wipe, you know what I mean? This took a lot of tries to get as good as I got it, and it's not even perfect. You saw Meryl die in that last bit, but it's it's about as best as I've ever done it. So yeah, tough stuff. Alright, if everything up until now wasn't enough, here are 2 Pride Demons and like 1,000 Shades if you need more to wipe on. Very tough fight. That was a pretty close call. Now, you actually don't have to come down this wing and do the Arcane Horror and the Demons here. You can just go straight into the final fight and skip this, but I come down for this right here. Shield of the Resolute. Best shield in the game. It's a shame that you don't get it earlier because, there's only the 1 fight left. And I put it on here, and also notice it has 2 rune slots. So if you don't know ahead of time to bring 2 armor runes with you, you won't be able to slot that shield. Of course, I do know ahead of time, and I'm going to head over to Sandal's Apparatus and get this runed up. This is also going to have to be the final sign-off. There's no more room for voiceover. So we have come a long, long way, and I thank you for, toughing it out, and I apologize it took so long to get the video out. I hope it was worth it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really like this game. I think it's a great game. Does it have flaws? Yes. Is Dragon Age Origins better? Yes. But, I mean, it's just a bottomless pit when you start to have that conversation, you know what I mean? There is no perfect video game, but there are good ones and great ones. I think this is a great video game. I really enjoyed it 5 years ago, and I really enjoyed doing it all over now. As you know, I put a lot of work into this video and the walkthrough and the filming and everything, so I really appreciate you putting the time in to watch it. Dragon Age 2, this is Zoe signing off. We'll see you in the next video game.
And here we are, champion. At long last.
You'll pay for what you've done here.
I will be rewarded for what I've done here. In this world and the next. I have done nothing but perform my duty. What happens to you now is your own doing. You are no mage, but in supporting them, you've elected to share their fate.
Knight Commander, I thought we intended to arrest the champion.
You will do as I command, Cullen.
No. I defended you when Thrask started whispering you were mad.
but this is too far.
I will not allow insubordination. We must stay true to our path.
Andraste's dimpled butt cheeks.
You recognize it, do you not? Your lyrium, taken from the deep roads. The dwarf charged a great deal for his prize.
The idol poisoned Bartrand's mind in the end.
He was weak, whereas I am not. All of you! I want her dead!
Enough! This is not what the Order stands for. Knight Commander, step down. I relieve you of your command.
My own Knight Captain falls prey to the influence of blood magic. You all have. You're all weak. Allowing the mages to control your minds, to turn you against me. But I don't need any of you. I will protect this city myself.
You'll have to go through me.
Idiot boy. Just like all the others.
She's lost it, just like Bartrand.
Blessed are those who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter! Your servant begs you for the strength to defeat this evil. innocent suffer. No! We must also have insult added to injury. Give them freedom, and they will use it to tear down everything we hold dear. No, no, it cannot be allowed. I will stop it. Do you hear me, champion? I will defeat you. Why is this taking so long? Can one so evil truly be so powerful? I can guide your humble servant. Please tell me what I must do. What if I'm not doing the right thing? What if this is all madness? No, I must remain vigilant. Tried to have sympathy. Maker knows I have tried. But how can we allow them freedom when so many would use it to commit atrocities? They control lives. They become abominations. They began the fight itself. And now, Elfina. Oh, poor Elfina. I will not be defeated! Make her hate your humble servant!
Spread quickly. The champion's name became a rallying cry, a reminder that the mighty Templars could be defied. She had defended the mages against a brutal injustice, and many lived to tell the tale. The circles rose up and set the world on fire. More Templars arrived at Kirkwall to restore order, but we were already long gone. We vanished into the hills, and circumstance eventually forced us all to leave the champion's side. Well, all of us except for Isabella. You still hear the stories, of course. With each telling they grow, even if, at the core, remains the truth. A new legend had been born. So that's it. That's the whole story.
Then Meredith provoked the Circle. She was to blame.
Or that damned idol was. Or Anders. Take your pick.
Even so, had the champion not been there...
It might never have even gone that far.
I see.
So how is hearing all this going to help? You've already lost all the circles. In fact, haven't the Templars rebelled as well? I thought you decided to abandon the Chantry to hunt the mages.
Not all of us desire war, Varric. Please, if you know where the champion is, you must tell me. She is a hero. A woman that the mages would listen to. Someone who was there at the beginning. The champion could stop this madness before it's too late. She may be the only one who can.
Is that what this is all about? In that case, I wish I could help you.
Just tell me one thing, then. Is the champion dead?
Though, I doubt that.
Then you are free to go, Varric. May the Maker watch over you during the dark times ahead of us.
Same to you, Seeker. Same to you.
So, did you...
Gone. Just like the Warden.
That is no coincidence.
So, do we proceed with the original plan? Or keep looking?
It is in the Maker's hands now. We put our faith in him.